Hello, YouTube. It's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day. I got a package from Spyderco, 4 knives in it. Then I got a package from Spider Edge today. Man, this was a good package day with a knife in it. I have 20 knives I haven't done videos on, so I'm gonna have to catch up. But I really wanted to rush this one to you. It just got delivered 30 minutes ago. This is the brand new Spyderco Nightstick. It's a fixed blade. It's the first fixed blade, I believe, from Spyderco in 2020. Just came out with that dagger blade. This was actually designed by Gail Bradley. Just a real nice fixed blade. So let's talk about this knife, okay? I wanted to rush it. I have some exciting knives from Spyderco, the more popular ones, and I'm going to show all those to you. I've got Chris Reeve knives and Hinderers and Striders and all kinds of knives to show. But I wanted to show you this because, first, we don't see a lot of fixed blades. I think Spyderco does great with fixed blade knives. Second, Spyderco has released, I don't know, over 60 knives in 2020 between the distributor exclusives, the sprint runs, all the different variations. But this is only the 9th new knife. You know, this is not a variation. This is an original. This is the 9th. Now it does go after, what am I trying to say? It's based on a Gail Bradley custom knife, but it's a brand new knife for Spyderco with all of the Spyderco additions. Of course, Gail Bradley has done a number of knives, fixed blades, and of course folders. Some of my favorites, actually. This was Spyderco and Gail Bradley's interpretation of the old boot knife. You know, that's why it's so freaking thin, and we'll talk about that. Oh, I love how thin this knife is. But you know, way back when men wore a lot of boots, cowboy boots or whatever, and they'd reach inside and pull out a thin knife for tactical reasons. That's why you have this dagger blade. I really love that stuff. I love that stuff because you see it done when people are in saloons playing poker. I'm so into that. Growing up, I was so into it. That's why I own 3, Derringers. Because I love Derringers. I love that whole poker. So I collect cards. That whole poker vibe from back in the Western days. But let's talk about this boot knife. Like I said, that is a dagger. Dagger is really one of my favorite shapes. Most of my automatic out the fronts are in dagger. Dagger means, right? Dagger really means it's a tactical knife. Spyderco's dagger is one-sided sharpness. And the reason it's one-sided is because it's legal in most places when it's one-sided. And what Spyderco has done, this blade is unbelievable, by the way. What Spyderco has done is where they put the Spidey hole, that's the dull side. So you know, as soon as it comes out of the sheath, you glance down, you see the hole, you know that's dull. The sharp bits is opposite. See that? So that's the dull part with the hole. The sharp is the opposite part. They have this beautiful 4 flat ground bevels. I mean, I'm not showing it as well as I should, but there's those 4 bevels with that solid piece going up the center that gives it so much strength up to that point. And of course, only two of those are sharp. So it's a flat grind on the edges. Goes to the tip. I would have loved, I know nothing about making knives. I barely know even about talking about knives, as you guys know. I would have loved to see them on the dull side, at least make the point sharp to about right here, like they do on their throwing knives. Because I think a point where only half of it is sharp doesn't make as much sense as at least have the tip sharp. S30V steel, please don't tell me how trashy S30V steel is. I know. I own all of these Spyderco knives with all of the fancy blade steels. I get it. All those variations with all those different steels. I get it. I do. I love it. But S30V is a solid steel. Stainless steel. It's one of those EDC kind of knives. Same with S35VN. I know they've upgraded it to S45VN, but it's same with that steel as well. It's stainless. It sharpens pretty good. It's pretty strong. It retains an edge pretty well. It's an all-around good steel. I really like this knife. The blade is 4 inches long. I'm going to compare this fixed blade so you get a good sense of the size. It's a small knife, really, because it's a boot knife and super thin. But at the end, we'll compare with the Paramilitary 2 and the Endura. So that gives you kind of a feel for the real size of this thing. 4.1 inches. Of course, it has a bit of a choil at the bottom. So it's 3.75 inches of edge. 8.4 inches total. So you can see it's not a big super knife. And it's only 3.8 ounces. Okay? So well balanced. And to give it strength, Spyderco has a full tang. That means that stainless steel piece right here goes all the way through. It has these permanent rivets, 2 of them, to keep this on. On some of the Gail Bradley knives, they have these rivets. They're big knives, and you can tie sticks on and stuff. Here it's more of just good looks, just to tie in a lot of the Gail Bradley things off of his other knives. And guess what? It's Spyderco's Smooth G10. Let me tell you, this black G10, smooth, nothing's better than smooth G10. Everything is smooth. Yes, they ground down the insides of these rivets, so there's no tough parts there. It's smooth. It's rounded. What a solid knife. Super solid knife. It comes with the sheath, with a clip. You can put it on your belt. I love it. I love the whole idea of a boot knife. I do. And I'm 61, and I've been trying to live out all of my adolescent dreams. That's why I have a knife collection, That's why I have a card collection. There it is compared to a Paramilitary 2. So you can see it's a great size. Great EDC knife. Great tactical knife. Thought I'd throw in the Endura too as well. You can see the Endura bigger knife. The first fixed blade knife of 2020 from Spyderco. The ninth new knife, and we just started September 2020 from Spyderco. Like I said, of course they released over 60 brand new knives, but we're talking about a new model. This is the ninth new model, the first fixed blade. I'm looking forward. They have a couple of other fixed blades coming our way in a couple of months. But there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss videos. I'm going to have to do more videos. Every 2 days, we're going to do videos. I need to get all these knives off of my desk. It is truly a messy desk. Don't forget to thumb this up. It just helps more people see the video. I appreciate all of you guys. Take good care of yourselves. Appreciate you. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye. Oh.